Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I wanted to share with you how to read articles fast and how to do it in an efficient manner. So in the long run, you keep remembering them. First, I will share with you how to read articles if you want to get some background. So first, read reviews, really broad reviews on the topic. No need to read scientific publications, articles or whatever. Read reviews, broad reviews. Then go more specific, read specific reviews. If you don't find one you are looking for, then write it. This is how you can get ideas for review. Once you have read reviews, start reading the articles. So I will share with you one method that I use when I don't know anything about the topic. First, read the title. That makes sense. You just read the title, blah blah blah. Then the abstract. Not everyone would agree, but it's quite nice to read it, so you can really choose by yourself whether or not you want to read it. When you don't know anything about a topic, reading the abstract allows to get some ideas about things, you know. Then read the introduction. So you should already know part of it thanks to the reviews, but it's always useful at the beginning to read it to get really an idea of a topic. But as time goes and as you read more and more, you will realize that the introductions are more or less all the same. So then you can just skip it and just read the last paragraph of the introduction, which will give you the research question, which is what is important. Then read the conclusion. So go to the end of the article, read just the conclusion to know what they concluded from everything. Because you don't really know the method yet, you don't know how people do research in that field yet. So you want to read what they conclude. And then you go to the figures. So you go to the results section and you check the figures. So first figure, do you understand it? Do you understand the method? If you don't, then check material on methods, or just go to Google, type the name of the method, and check what it is. At the beginning, it will take some time, but if you do it properly, as time goes, you will know which methods they use. For example, me, I work on psychiatric disorders and anxiety, so now I know what are the behavioral experiments that we use for this type of thing. So if you tell me cross preference test, open field test, elevated pulse maze and whatever, I know what it is. So when I look at the figure, in 5 seconds I know. But if you don't know, take the time to learn and accept that you don't know. It's okay. I mean, we all have to go through it, you know. So read about it and then get back to the figure. Once you got it, go to the second figure and draw your own conclusion. And then you can compare, is it the same as the one that they had or not? If you didn't like much that article and if you didn't find it really interesting, then don't read the discussion, it's not worth it. But if you found that article really interesting, then go for it, read the discussion, because you will really learn things. You don't need to read it in depth and to stop every one sentence, but just read it quickly and try to get the limitations of the study. What are the biases? Which statistic tests did they use? What are the limitations of the study design? And other questions like that, you know? And thanks to that, you will develop kind of your critical thinking, which I think is really important to have. Then once you are a bit more familiar with the topic, you will really start to read faster. So you can just read the title, then skip the abstract, we don't care. Skip the first part of the introduction, just read the last paragraph of it. Then go for the figures directly, because you don't care about conclusions, because you want to make your own conclusion. So you take the figures quickly, tack, 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 then you think, okay, what would I conclude from it? And then you check their conclusions if you are not sure, but yeah. And then go deeper, like ask what I just said before, the limitations of the study, ask the study design, which time point did they use? Was it 1 week after? Was it 2 weeks after? Was it directly after the injection of the drug? all that is really important when you are designing an experiment, because everything can change if you decide to inject something and to kill the animal directly, or to wait a week or 2 weeks, etc. The third method to read an article really fast is to read the title. When you go to the figures, you just check the figures and you draw your conclusion. Once you know the topic, it's easy to do, really. I did it a lot of times and it works perfectly fine. Because you directly know the method, you see the figure, you even recognize, you say, okay, this is that. Why the figures are important? Because they cannot be manipulated much. The text, you can write it in a way that it sounds good. I mean, when you have shitty or not that good results, you can just write it in a way that it sounds kind of okay, but it's not really, so don't believe what you read, just try to get your own opinion thanks to the figures. I have a last method on how to read really fast, and it's the Feynman method updated, kind of. So it's really on how to really get your own opinion on the article without even reading it. If you want to learn how to take good notes when you read an article, just check the video in the description. I made one. It's maybe not available yet, but it will go up next week. So I really hope you enjoyed that video. Please comment below your method to read articles. Do you think that my method is good? What would you change in that method? If you like that video, please press the like button, subscribe, and I see you in another video. Ciao.